on digital radio, on the app, on your smartphone, on X, YouTube, and Facebook. The Sportscast. Football in general.
The Jersey Boys Sports Talk presented by The Sportscast.
The Jersey Boys Sports Talk with Victor Arocho and Byron Jones. And here's your host, Victor Arocho.
Hello. There, Byron. Where'd Byron go? All right. Well, welcome to Jersey Boys Sports Talk. I'm about to go live here, acapella with Mr. Byron Jones here. Patriots punch ticket. I don't know how to get rid of that. So here we go. All right. Welcome to Jersey Boys Sports Talk, hosted by the Sportscast. Mr. Byron here. I lost you and I lost myself somewhere there. Welcome to Jersey Boys Sports Talk, hosted by the Sportscast and hosted by Byron Jones and Victor Arocho. Today is January 29th, 2026. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to all our channels on YouTube, X, Facebook, Spotify, and we're streaming live on any of your streaming podcast channels that you want. Go leave a review, a rating. It'll help us out tremendously. We're excited as the Super Bowl is about to come up. The Pro Bowl is coming up this weekend, and we're ready to get going. We got a lot of information to talk about. I think there's only 2 more coaching jobs left. So far, out of the 8, 6 are filled. Maybe another one's filled that I don't know of at this moment in time, but let's get it on. We have 2 special guests that we haven't seen one we haven't seen in a long time. We have a new special guest, one of our dear friends from Amboy, New Jersey, bring it on the show. And let's bring on first. Let's go Mr. Dolph Winters. We haven't talked to him in a long time from the WCFL Dolph fan. Mr. Winters, welcome to the show. And we have another special guest.
What's going on, brothers?
Uncle Funky, a.k.a. Fry. Fry, you can put the glasses on, man. It's all right.
Nah, I'm good. I don't want to, you know.
I just didn't even know who you were. I just see it.
Yeah.
Uncle Funky. I didn't know. Byron has a different name every week. Look, what is he now? Half the what?
He got who? God, man.
Every week.
You know, I like to try to keep it funky. You know what I'm saying?
Well, welcome to the show, Dolph Winters.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Froggy, always a pleasure to see you, and I'm really happy you joined
Same
the
here.
show today. I'm really, really happy you joined the show. You're welcome anytime. You know that, right? Anytime.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, well, let's get started. We got a bunch of things. We got one of the hottest things in news to talk about. I want everybody's opinion here because this is atrocious. Okay, Pro Football Hall of Fame. Let's focus on Belichick because Eli's already gone. Go to second one, but they snubbed Bill Belichick. Byron, I'm gonna let you go first. It's our show. I want to hear because it's not that we're Patriot fans, but I know you got an opinion on this one.
Yo, that's why I wrote today, he got hoodwinked because he got hoodwinked. You're talking about a guy that's a student of the game. They said, when he was a kid that he would go to, Canton and as an adult and, go down in the secret basement and look at, all the history of the game. He was a student of the game, Bill Belichick. And for him to get slapped in the face with a wet fish is disgusting. And the fact that, all right, you don't want the guy in, say, put your name to it. Don't, all this secret ballot stuff, put your name to it. Put it out there saying, well, this is the reason why I can't vote for this guy. But there's no way that a guy with 8 total rings, 300 wins, more playoff wins than any coach, not to get on the first ballot. whoever did not vote for this is the same thing almost happened like with Derek Jeter. He wasn't a unanimous. It was one guy that didn't vote for Derek Jeter. Same thing. Then one guy, we still don't know who the guy is that did not vote for Derek Jeter for him to be unanimous.
Because they know better. They don't want to release his name.
But it's awful what they did to Belichick, and that's pretty much all I got to say. I like him as a coach.
All right, Dolph Winters, I'm gonna let you go next. We're gonna come back around. We're gonna talk about this for a little bit because there's a lot of.
Oh my God! I hear this. This is atrocity. Oh, is Bill Belichick not? Did we just forget that this man got caught cheating twice? Did we just forget that he did videotape practices with other teams? Did we forget about that? We just forgot about that. Don't get me wrong. The man has been a hell of a coach from the Cleveland Browns. He was an assistant with the Cleveland Browns, then the defensive coordinator for your New York Giants. Won 4 rings with the Giants. What was it? 4 rings with the Giants? Or 2 with the Giants?
2.
2. Okay, and then went to New England. And became the coach of the New England Patriots and got 6. But I'm sorry to tell you this, gentlemen. You got to understand that it's probably people out there. He might have ruffled some feathers. And what people got to understand is, we don't see everything that these athletes and these coaches do off camera and all that. You know what I mean? So he might have ruffled some feathers, and it might be some people like, you know what, he don't deserve to go in the first time. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of players that were not deserving to go in, and coaches too that were not deserving to go in their first time, and they went in their first time. They might have to sit there and give him a little humble pie. Yes, he is one of the winningest coaches in NFL history. But like I said, he might have ruffled some feathers. That's what I'm thinking.
You bring up some good points, but my question is direct to you. Do you think he should have been everything you brought up are legitimate points, and you don't have to agree. This shows about sport is the art of debate. So we're not here to agree with anything. We're here to just say our feelings. But
if he didn't get caught cheating twice with video cameras, yeah, he should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Okay, so
if he didn't get caught cheating, he should have been a first time Hall of Famer. He got caught cheating twice.
All right, I'm gonna respond to that in a second. Uncle Funky.
Yeah, man. I mean, the past is the past. We make mistakes. I think his credibility overweighs the cheating to me. I mean, I think he didn't get a fair deal on that. I mean, all right, you want to say he cheated. It was one of them against Mangini of the Jets. It's like, okay, he was in the stands, they take a video camera, blah, blah, blah. All right, at that time when he did that, they lost, I think, the 6th-round draft pick. They were fined like $250,000. All of this stuff happened back then. Okay, let's fast forward today. That doesn't have anything to do when it comes to the ballot. That's all I'm saying. They want to bring up cheating. They paid their dues for that. It's not like, the guy, 2 weeks ago in the game, they cheated like he was Pete Rose or something. Like this is crazy. For me, it's a pettiness of the writers, the power that these guys get to use it and flex it on a super coach like Bill Belichick on a first-time ballot is freaking ridiculous. That's all I can say on that part. I hear homeboy talking about, he got caught twice. I mean, that's real petty to me. That's all.
Yeah, we're entitled to have different opinions. That's what this show's about.
I know. I hear you, bro.
So.
But if anybody like a Jet fan that I am, I'm a diehard Jet. I would be upset at Bill Belichick. But I look at all the other stuff that he done as a coach. All right, he got caught. They paid their dues. They lost a 6th-round draft pick. They paid money. It was 20 years ago. Like, come on, it's crazy. It's just crazy.
All right, so now I'm gonna give you mine on both, and then we can come back to the cheating and all this, right? So one, It's atrocious, right? Because technically, if you're going to use what he did during his time, you're going to have to use that against Brady. Then Brady shouldn't get in. Literally, like, you're pretty much saying Brady shouldn't get in either, because Brady was the guy who checked the ball.
For the first time,
Every
I agree.
punter checks the ball.
I agree.
Too. Every punter wants a harder ball. They switch balls. They have 15 different balls. A punter has a particular ball that he wants to punt with. He needs it harder, right, Byron? He wants a harder ball. It pumps the ball. It's all harder. It's harder to catch. It's that. So if Belichick doesn't get in, Brady doesn't get in. And Brady, they shouldn't even vote on him. They should just put him in. Like, this isn't even to be a ballot. He's in. And by the way, it also shows you how powerful the ownership is, right? They're petty, right? So that's from my perspective. And none of us are Patriot fans. If anything, Froggy and Winters should hate him more because he's in your conference, right?
That's why. You're fucking right, and that's why I'm saying he don't deserve to be in there. Fuck that.
I get you.
But yeah,
and I respect your opinion, but let me tell you.
I don't want to hate like that. I hear my Miami Dolphins.
I got one more point I want to ask Byron, then we're going to go back around, okay? Byron, come on, man. This is football. People get caught doing stuff that the other coaches are already doing. He didn't invent what he's doing. He got caught at it. And usually you get caught at something because you're winning. So someone's going to spy on you all the time. They're going to look at what you're doing. How can you be this successful? Think about it. When Andy Reid won his first Super Bowl, everybody was wishing him nothing but the best. They wanted Andy Reid to win the Super Bowl. Whether you were a Philly fan or not a Philly fan, we wanted him to win. Now he's been in there so many times, we hate him. Right? If you're a victim of your success. So, Byron, my question to you. Let's go now. I'm done. Byron, come on, man. All these guys do something. It's just the guy who gets caught. Am I missing something there, Byron? You played at the highest level.
Nah, you got to be cheating. You got to get that edge. Everybody does it. Everybody. Dude, I remember we played we played a game one time where we came out in our regular uniform, and halftime we changed to like a brown uniform. The reason why we changed to the brown uniform is because we ran a veer, and the ball, trying to with the mesh point with the jersey and the ball, you couldn't see it. Is that cheating? Maybe.
But Byron, don't you cheat as a defensive lineman? Don't you pull a little bit? Don't you do that as a defensive back? I cheated. When I say cheated, I'd pull, I'd hold on to it. That's cheating. You're not allowed to do that. It's whether did you get caught.
Nope. Yeah, let's bring up this other point. Robert Kraft is also on the ballot to get in this this little
this round.
This round. He's on. He's going to get on. The owner of the team. Okay, so if Bill Belichick didn't get in, Kraft shouldn't get in. Make him
and
win.
Brady shouldn't get in.
And Brady shouldn't get in. So but nobody's saying nothing about Kraft. Kraft owned the team. Kraft was the owner of the team.
Dude, he got busted with those chicks in Miami.
I was about to say that.
They squashed that. He got busted with these chicks in Miami.
I mean, that's a whole.
He was hanging out with Meek Mill. He was with Meek
Mill and Nicki Minaj and all of them.
All right,
straight up.
All right, these are valid points. I think he's right. He paid his dues, but I think every coach does something that they're always skirting the line, right? They're gonna skirt the line. And it's funny, like somebody filming today. You got cameras. You're filming everybody all the time now. Like his cheating was just ahead of the time, right? I mean, all four of us know that if we grew up with social media, we would have been in trouble with the stuff we did.
Oh, without a doubt.
Never mind. Oh my God.
Hey, Vic, can I say something?
Let's not confuse the age here, man. Social media saved us.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Can I say something? I want to say something to my fellow Miami Dolphins. Now, we're talking about cheating. All right. I felt back when we played the Miami Dolphins in a playoff game, they didn't cover the field. It was a wet, soggy field because they decided Don Shula. This is what Don Shula did to us. He says, no, don't cover the field the night before. We're going to play the New York Jets.
Nope.
And is that cheating? That's cheating.
Wait a second, just so
See
you're
the
clear.
difference. I
Do you
understand
know
what you're saying.
Do you know the
I understand.
stadium? Go ahead, Dolph. Go ahead, Dolph.
I'll say this. I know what he's talking about. He's probably talking about old Orange Bowl Stadium or Pro Player Stadium or how many names that stadium has had. I understand where you guys are coming from. Y'all have a right to your opinion. But what I am saying to you guys is this. We don't know what else besides the cheating that man has done behind the scenes. Like I said, that man probably ruffled a lot of feathers. So I'm telling you guys.
He's not light.
I wouldn't be
He's not
surprised
light,
Brady
but
gets in the first try. He's not light. He's not light. I mean, and don't get me wrong. He has all the accomplishments that he should get in the first round. What I'm saying to you guys is this is just my opinion. I think he ruffled a lot of feathers, and he sat there and pissed some people off, and they probably said F him, and they was not letting him in this first. I say the next year he'll get in, but I don't think he's not getting in this year. So
I think they're.
I mean, you got about 9 or 10 chances to get in. He'll get in.
But at the end of the day, but Byron's right, man. If you're gonna hold anything again, okay. If it's not the cheating, he did something else, then to me, those are irrelevant numbers to the fact that he's won, that he dominated for 10 plus years. I mean, he dominated. There was no confusion. He dominated, right? And then if he ruffled for some feathers and he wasn't liked, okay, so what? But what did you do on the field, right? So what did he do on the coaching? When he won those Super Bowls,
that's what it was all about.
His defenses were always like in the top 10 all the time.
Lawrence Taylor.
All the time. Lawrence did a lot of. Michael Irvin did a lot of stuff off the field.
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, they did a whole lot of stuff off the field. We all know that. Trust me.
They weren't all great representatives,
That's right, Michael Irvin. Hey man, Michael Irvin slit somebody's throat. Come on, give me a break.
Ray Lewis was in a gunshot.
Listen, we can talk about. We can talk all day about this, this. You guys have a right to your opinion. I don't believe they deserve to be on the first ballot.
We're not trying to change yours.
Maybe next year, try again.
Points. I think they're good points. It's just we're making the argument of, but then let me ask you a question though. Then Dolph, where do you put in Byron's logic of then you got to hold Brady and Kraft to the same standard? How do you just are you saying that if you're saying okay, I'll agree with this if what I heard you correctly, you're saying look, Vic, let's throw the cheating out, and what you're saying is that those other guys didn't ruffle the feathers like Belichick did.
Oh, come on, Ty Law was on that team. Exactly. Ty Law's in the Hall of Fame.
Dude, do you know how many Hall of Famers he put in? He has on his roster.
I know. I get it. I get it 100, gentlemen. I get it 150%. The thing about it is this: we're talking about this individual. We're not talking about the whole team. We're talking about Bill Belichick, the individual. We know. Listen, hold on. Let me finish. What I am saying to you guys, I'm going to continue to say this. We do not know. Like I said, he could be a complete blankety blank. What I'm telling y'all, he ruffled some feathers. Brady might have not ruffled those feathers. Kraft didn't ruffle those feathers. All these other guys might have not ruffled those feathers. When it comes to the media and when it comes to Belichick, it's like talking to a brick wall. You guys know this. Everybody's watched his press conferences. It's like it's the most stalest. Between him and McDaniel from last year, my ex-coach, I didn't know who was worse. Because I swear to you, you would get long explanations that didn't mean anything, and then you would have short, quick answers from Belichick when he didn't really want to answer stuff. So I'm just telling you guys, that man might have ruffled some feathers.
No, we know he ruffled some feathers. There's no confusion.
You know, so that's what I'm saying.
He didn't give the best
hold on,
best
Byron, go ahead,
post games. Come on, that shouldn't be held against him. That's like petty to me. It's like, I mean, come on, man. Like he ruffled feathers because he didn't want to answer a question that a writer asked him maybe several times in the past, and he just said, you know what? I'm going to hold this against him now. Petty. That's all I can say to that. That's
Byron,
just
Byron,
petty.
you were going to say something, Byron.
Yeah, Bill Parcells was like that with the press. Bill Parcells was, man, he would eat the press up. He said if he didn't want to answer, he wouldn't answer, or if he did
Call
answer,
you stupid.
you don't kind of name Bill Parcells, and they didn't hold that guy. He got in the hall, but he wasn't first ballot, but he did get in. But he had, they both have the same kind of
He
personality.
probably got in, yeah.
They want to coach football, and that's what they know. All of the having to deal with the press and all the other stuff. They didn't. You can tell they didn't want to do it, but that was just part of the job. But for that writer or whoever, for them to be that petty, come on, man, it was 20 years ago. 20 years.
That was 20 years.
I hear what you're saying. Listen, I'm just saying. I hear exactly what you got. Wait. Let's rewind. Wait. So that was the case. Why? I mean, look. Somebody brought up Pete Rose. Why did they wait till that man died and then decide to sit there and let all this gambling stuff go away? All
terrible.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
Bill Belichick is not Pete
horrible. That man should have been.
But Pete Rose deserved to be in the Hall of Fame.
And Pete Rose deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
But Pete Rose was a gambler. We're talking about a coach and a gambler.
But you're
Pete
talking
Rose
about
was
a
gambler.
Pete, he never gambled on his own game.
You're talking a coach that videotape. You're talking about a coach that videotape. I don't give a damn. It's the facts. This is the facts. I'm talking facts. As you said, Pete Rose is a gambler. This man still videotape practices. Don't matter if the team is 0-100. You are not allowed to videotape another team's practice. That's rules. That's law, and that is frowned upon.
Hey, you know why that law came around? Because Al Davis back in the day used to do it all the time. They were famous for doing it. The Raiders.
He's in the Hall of Fame,
right?
John Madden in the Hall of Fame, but they used to do it. So
the Holy Roller. The Raiders cheat were one of the biggest cheaters of all cheaters.
Stick them.
They were worse than the Miami Dolphins.
Be careful, Mo's gonna be turning around on you, man.
Hey, listen, I don't know who was worse, the Raiders or the Miami Dolphins. Like they all cheaters. They were all cheaters.
Yeah.
Wait, so how are the Dolphins cheaters? Y'all keep. Yeah,
I believe they all do the same thing.
We get blamed for the Heat. We get. I don't agree with that, but go ahead.
I appreciate what
you
you
can
said.
talk about
They all
something
do
else.
it, and they all gets caught. So it's like the president. The only president I believe that never did anything from a female perspective was Obama. Everyone else before there has a harem coming through that tunnel of the presidency.
Hey, Tricky Dicky. We knew about Tricky Dicky.
Look at JFK, Slick Willie. I mean, they're all the only one other than Reagan and Obama. Probably the only two I believe that didn't do anything wrong. Or maybe Bush.
Reagan was the biggest. Reagan was one of. Wait, rewind. Reagan sat there and dropped all the dope in the hood, and then put a program out there and said, just say no." You talking about the actor Reagan didn't do nothing wrong? Are you serious?
No.
Sports now.
No.
Please.
Damn. What I was saying.
Hold on now.
I was talking about women. I wasn't talking about anything else.
How do we get to politics?
I'm just
saying, like they act like these guys don't do anything. Most of those movies are predicated.
No politics, man.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out. You're right. Let's go. All right, let's go here. Let's go to next. Get off this one. Giants hire Ravens Chris Horan as special teams coordinator. No big deal on that one. I don't really care. Just catch the damn ball, number one, and put it through the goal post, right? We've had the worst field goal kickers in history, man. They're terrible.
Hey, Vic,
they come to our
that kicker that Monday night when he went to kick that ball was the funniest thing I've ever seen by a kicker.
You mean
the
peanuts kick?
The
Johnny Brown kick.
Best kick ever. The best no kick ever was that.
Wait a minute. Wait.
That guy did a divot. He did a golf divot.
That was so hilarious.
What's that, Byron?
He's from New Jersey. Don't make fun of a Jersey guy. Come on.
Hey, yo, what's that? Who? What was his name?
He's from Jersey, but who cares? We make fun of each other as it is. The brother, it's one thing you slip. You can't pre-kick the ground, man. Practice that how many times? That was Charlie Brown, bro.
That was not Charlie Brown. That was worse than Charlie Brown. It's like he got to the ball and his leg got stuck. It's a totally different thing. He's in the motion and then the turf. It's like a turf reached up and grabbed his leg and said, "Hey, buddy, not today."
I think it was Hoffa. Hoffa went up and grabbed.
Yeah, Hopper grabbed him like, "Hey, you're not kicking this today."
Giants hire former Titans defensive coordinator Denard Wilson as their new defensive coordinator. Byron, how do you feel about that?
That's a good hire. So they wanted him before. Yeah, they wanted him before, and he went with the Titans. So we got him back on the rebound. So he's a little bit more aggressive, than what we've had in the past. So the defense should be a lot better.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy we got our coach. We got a defensive coordinator now. The offensive coordinator. We'll see what's going to happen there because Monken took a job, which I think he should have. He's 60 years old, and it's probably his first and last shot he's going to get as a head coach. So best of luck. But I think the Browns is like going to your purgatory. You ain't gonna do anything there. Yeah, I'm just sorry. So what do you, yeah.
Hey.
The name
I'm a disappointed in that hire for Cleveland. If you guys, I just want to say, I'm a big Shedeur Sanders fan. I'm going to put that out there right now. And I don't know if they brought Monken in because he's been around Lamar Jackson, but I thought they should have went with a younger coordinator. And I just think Cleveland is going to screw this kid up even worse now because Monken is, like you said, he's 60-something years old, man. I just
Well, you're
I just don't like
60-something
the
years old. Here, I'm going to put. We can continue this conversation. Here's the narrative: if you're 60-something years old, right, and this is probably your first and last shot because it's not like you're not 35, you're not 40. None of us you're going to get another shot as a head coach, right? Unless you've already proven head coach, like a Tom and a John Harbaugh, Andy Reid when he left. The thing is, do you think you're going to come in at that age knowing this could be your first and last shot and go with a 5th-round pick? You're going to want your own quarterback. It's going back to you saying he's going to hurt Shedeur. He's not going to. He's going to want his own guy.
like I said, it's all bad all around. It wasn't good.
What do
with
you think about
Stefanski.
that comment? Right, as him coming in, would you go with a 5th-round pick, or are you going to say I got to go get my own quarterback? Right, I want to get the quarterback that I want. What do you think, Dolph Winters?
I mean, I agree. I agree with my brother Funky over here. I agree what he just said. It's a shame because I'm a fan of Shakur too, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I wanted him on Miami. I really did, but I knew we weren't gonna pick him. I knew we weren't gonna pick him. But guess what? The kid can flat out play. I think he just needs somebody that's gonna sit there and have some belief in him. And guide him. You know what I'm saying? I just think like my brother said, I think they're trying to screw this kid's career up just because of the last name, just because of who his father is, and the type of person he is. And it's a shame because I think this kid can actually become one of the best in the league if he is led correctly. Seriously.
I agree.
We keep it, let's don't forget about the other X factor that is there, which is Deshaun Watson is still there, he might come back
getting
in.
paid.
He's getting paid a lot of money, and I'm pretty sure don't want to cut the guy to see what he does have left. He's not even 30 years old yet. He's still a young guy. And he's made a lot of mistakes in the past, and maybe Todd Monken, could bring out the best in Deshaun Watson. That's where I'm with.
If he stay at the daggone massage parlors, he'd be all right.
Hey, I wasn't gonna go there. My Miami Dolphin brother. We're gonna go down a bad track.
No. Let's keep this PG. But let me go ahead, Frank. Go ahead.
We have to talk about Justin Tucker. We just got to keep going. But listen, hold on. Let's get back to Shedeur. Now, listen. Monken is an older coach. Hey, Victor, to your point, at 60 years old, why didn't he get a head coaching job when he was younger? Why didn't nobody consider him back then? See, there's a reason why there's coaches that are assistant, and then there's coaches. You look at Kyle Shanahan, he was an assistant. He built himself up to be one of the best offensive coordinators on the planet. You hear me? He develops quarterbacks. He does a lot of things to be a coach. Monken ain't never developed no quarterback that I ever seen. I mean, I'm just saying, it's a bad hire for Shador. They should have went after someone younger, innovative, younger, up and coming offensive coordinator coach.
I'm gonna transition this after you're done. Go ahead.
No, because
go ahead.
No, the defensive coordinator, they should have just gave the coaching job to Schultz and let Schultz get the offensive coordinator to help Shador. But they just skipped over Schultz. And, I feel bad for Myles Garrett. I just think they're not on the page of the players. They got a good team over there, man. Like, that team is good and young. That tight end, Bannon, he's gonna be a stud. You got Junkin. Like, if he didn't get hurt, he would have set rookie records for rushing. Listen, that team is built. They just don't have the coaching.
All right, so let me tell you something. Let me ask this question. And Byron, we've brought this up. I think Shador made a big mistake. Okay, I like the kid, but he decided not to go to the Ravens and go to the Browns, which the Browns have been notorious for ruining quarterbacks. Okay, if he would have went to the Ravens, right? You didn't know that Lamar was going to get hurt, but he did. He would have been the number 2 guy there because they wanted him. He didn't want to go there, right? He had a chance to play against a generational guy, 2 different teams.
I don't know about that, man.
I think he made a
Didn't all
mistake.
those other teams pass on him?
No, he had a chance to go to the Ravens. Okay?
How?
What he said with the Ravens
He said,
was,
I don't want to go to the Ravens.
He didn't want to
Go
go
ahead,
to be a backup. He didn't want to go to the Baltimore Ravens to be a backup quarterback. That's what the issue was.
It's what he said. And he was you were on the 4th depth chart. So how much backup can you be when you're in the QB4? Now, hold on. He would have been able to go to the Ravens. He would have been able to have been coached under Monken. He would have been able to learn under Harbaugh, and he would have been able to learn under Lamar Jackson, right? That would have given him a shot, right? And then if Monkey would have got this job and would have started what he could, maybe would have brought him over and given him a better shot. I'm just throwing that out there. It's just, I would have done it to the Ravens if I had the opportunity, right? Just to be able to learn from that guy and be able to move. Because there's a lot of journey quarterbacks that find their spot. We'll talk about Sam Darnold a little bit, but that's a perfect example. He should have – Browns to me, bro, and I don't feel bad. This is my last piece. I don't feel bad at all for Myles Garrett. At all. I think he's one of the greatest defensive linemen. He's getting paid a ton of money. He had the chance to get paid all that money on a better team and decided to stay with the Browns. So he's getting what he deserves.
Excuse me.
Like,
that's
he got the
loyalty.
same money somewhere else on a better team.
We don't have a lot of this. Like Kendrick Lamar said, loyalty is like, we don't have enough for the loyalty. He wanted to be loyal to Cleveland and stay. So he had to force his hand so they could pay him. He did that. They paid him. But I thought they should have hired Schultz as their coach, the defensive
I'm not disagreeing
coordinator.
with that. I'm just saying Shador could have made some other moves that would have been better for him, and I don't feel bad for Myles Garrett.
Well,
He's getting paid.
these
He's putting on a
teams
shitty
pass.
team, and he's never going to win a Super Bowl. He's not even going to get to He's not even going to get to a division title game.
You talking about Myles Garrett?
Yes.
You talking about Myles Garrett?
Myles Garrett. That's a fact.
I'm still gonna root for my guy.
All right, let's go. All right, so go here. Giants hire former. Oh, we got that one. All right. Giants hire Willie Taggart as running backs coach. Didn't we have that last week, Brian?
Okay, yep.
Let's skip over that one. All right. Tom Monkey, there we go. We were already headed there. Okay. Tom Monkey is head coach. Harbaugh's number 1 choice for Giants offensive coordinator. Here, I want to say something real quick. We were speaking about 60-year-old, like you said, why haven't had a coaching job before and so forth. To me, I want to get your guys' opinion. I don't know if it's down a little later. I think the Steelers made a bad hire in McCarthy. Do you understand that he's pretty much double the age of all the coaches that they've hired? 35, 35, 37. This is Chuck Noll. All 3 of those guys were in their mid-30s. He's 60 something. He's almost double the age of both of those coaches, and they don't fire him. So what are they going to keep him till he's 90? I mean, you're hoping for Aaron Rodgers to come out. I am between Belichick not getting in and McCarthy getting hired. Right? I didn't want him. They said he was high on the list for the Giants. No, hell no, I don't want him. Do not want him. I am dumbfounded that the Steelers did that. They're turning into a Giant stupidity, and the Giants are getting smarter, right, Byron? The Thanksgiving table between those families, I'd make fun of either side. I would love to be a family member there. What do you think about that, Byron?
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe they want Aaron Rodgers to come back. The figure the success that Mike McCarthy had with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, and maybe they can fix it in the short term, whatever. But I don't think that was a good hire. You had all those young, offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators, all these young guys out there, that could, take the reins because, like you said,
Chris Shula would have been a good pick.
Like you said,
he's coming. Shula's coming. Shula's coming.
Pittsburgh's had three coaches in the last 50 years.
All made.
I think he's a bridge coach. I think he's a bridge coach. Him and Aaron Rodgers are going to be bridges to the next.
I agree, but that's out of their character.
But
character.
You got to look at the times. It's not the same anymore. The Steelers are behind. They're always drafting in the 30s and 20s. They're always at that.
I got an answer there, Froggy. Hold on. Dolph, what do you got?
Well, I will say this. I mean, and I'm going to ask you, I'm going to answer Frog's question. When you have a coach that goes 19 years with no losing seasons, it's kind of an advantage and a disadvantage. And if you don't sit there and have a losing season, you're going to be picking high up in the draft, not low in the. Well, my bad, reverse. Low in the draft, then high in the draft. It'd be like the later numbers in your 20s, and you know what I mean. So it's kind of a disadvantage when you are a consistent coach like Tomlin. I tell anybody, I want Tomlin in a heartbeat. I told people that. I said the man knows how to coach. It's just when it gets to the postseason, he just, it's just something goes on in the postseason. But I coach that goes 19 seasons with no losing record. Exactly, and the reason why is just because of his success. They couldn't get down. He wins, and they couldn't get down lower enough to get the quarterback that probably they wanted for the future. That's probably what happened.
They put their bucks on Pickett.
Here's my conspiracy theory that I think goes along with Froggy what just said. I think they did it so they can lose. So they can finally get a quarterback. Finally fire him and then go hire. How much you want to bet? Remember this day, January 29th, 2026 at 8:47, that their next hire is going to be within 3 years, and it's going to be somebody in their mid-30s.
All right. I'm not going to go.
Their own pieces.
I'm not going to go as far as the Q conspiracy type of angle, but I'm just going to say I think he's a bridge coach, and they're going to use him to probably, like you said, him and Aaron Rodgers, they're going to look like crap if he takes him back because he's too old. And then they're not going to have a winning season, like you said. Then the next following year, they'll get a good draft pick, try to get their quarterback. Because that's the only thing I can see that they got him for. Like, he's from Pittsburgh. He doesn't have to get out of his bed and go far to do his job. We got the guy. He lives here in Pittsburgh. So, like, losing for him to be the coach is not going to be bad because he's from Pittsburgh. I'm just going to tell you. That's all.
Yeah, I was just going with the age. I just thought it was a terrible, terrible move. But anyway,
it's not a good one.
I would have went for the young guy, let him lose a couple seasons, and now rebuild the team. But we'll go from there. Ex-Steelers DT Isleal is the first signing for John Harbaugh. Okay, here we come, Byron. We need free agency. We need to build this team in free agency. We got some decent picks. What do you think about this? Adding another DT? I'm excited.
Yeah, they need to add one because
we need corners.
Dexter Lawrence wasn't up to snuff this year. He played okay, but he wasn't himself this year at all, like the whole year. Maybe the fact that he had a baby during the middle of the year, his wife, and those late nights, with the baby or whatever, affected him. But he wasn't Dexter Lawrence. He wasn't sexy Dexy this year.
Yeah, sexy Dexy's the man. But he does that dance. I love it, man. I love Big Sexy.
Well, I think that was a good hire. I'm happy. From us, from NFC East, we're all about in the trenches. So ours is always about big man football, right? The only team in that division that isn't like that is Dallas, right? But for the most part, and look, McCarthy couldn't do anything with Dak. So I don't think what he's gonna do with this. Let's not go back there.
Hey, they won 12 games with Dak. Hey, McCarthy knows how to coach. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, but wait a second. Dak has won without him. He won with Jared. He won with Jared. He won with all of them. Dak has played. It's the coaches and Jerry Jones is the problem, right? So you can't say McCarthy helped. You can't say McCarthy helped Dak win those games. Dak was already winning those 12 games without him. Whatever coach was in there, he was lighting it up.
Well, Schottenheimer was the OT, so Schottenheimer was calling the shots on the Dallas all that time behind McCarthy. So that's why they hired they hired my man as the OC. They made him the head coach.
Schottenheimer, the Lions. Mike from Giants could be holding the Lions. Is your sister happy about that, Byron?
He's going to get a head coaching job in the next 2 years. After you can see it coming. He's just
who's that?
Mike Kafka, the interim coach for the Giants.
He's had a lot of interviews over the last 2 or 3 years. So if he goes to the Lions and does well, he's going to get a job.
Okay, we got another one. What did I tell you, Byron, earlier? We need to make our moves in free agency. Right now, we're signing a tight end. Ooh. You know how I love tight ends. This is good. This is a good pick right here. What do you think, Dolph?
This is a possible pick when free agency opens up. That's what this is.
Okay. That would be huge. That'd be huge for the Giants because that's a hell of a tight end right there. Joko, he's a hell of a tight end, and he's
a big boy.
My whole thing with he's a big boy, but my whole thing with you guys is y'all need to change that field so people don't be tearing their ACLs up. Y'all got one of the worst football fields in the league.
Oh, without a doubt.
I mean, that's the truth.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Byron, what was the numbers you said last week? The numbers
the Giants have lost more players not playing than anybody since 2009. Like man hours or whatever you call it. As people being injured, and they go back since 2009.
Hey, listen,
and I don't understand how the NFL owners are not threatening or complaining because it's hurting players on their teams. I mean, you lost one of your starters over there, Dolph, one of your awesome defensive players.
Tyreek Hill.
When you guys were rocking it that year, you got hurt on our field.
Yeah.
And
that was what's the name? That was
disgraceful.
He's an Eagle now.
There. The Jets get hurt. Rodgers got hurt on his fourth play. I mean, it's a lot of players.
Listen, can I say this, guys? Listen, and this is being a lover of the game of football. It's a disgrace. The NFL should make each team have their own damn stadium. First of all, I'm sick and tired of playing the Giants Stadium. I'm a Jet. We don't need to play behind freaking Giants, man. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it. Listen, hear me out on this.
Y'all got no money. Y'all got no money.
Man, don't say we ain't got no money. Listen, Woody Johnson. Hold on.
House the Jets. Nobody wants to house you.
Listen, Woody Johnson could have put a stadium in the West down by the Javits Center. They were going to put a stadium in New York, and it was going to be the Jets. But Woody Johnson decides, oh, no, we'll talk with the Maras. We'll split. Oh, come on, man. It's just ridiculous because that's why players are getting hurt.
Dude, that's embarrassing.
They don't fix the field.
The
1 week
Browns
it's the
can
Jets,
leave-
1 week it's the Giants. 1 week
The
it's
Browns
Jets,
can
1 week
leave
it's the Giants.
Cleveland and get a stadium built in Baltimore. And the Jets can't get a stadium anywhere.
Listen, Vic, you're taking shots at my boy.
I had to.
Hold on.
You opened it up.
All right, well, hold on. I would rather your New York Giants and Jimmy Hoffa stay where the hell y'all are at than we had our own place. That's simple.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
But
shit.
hey, Dolph, let me tell you something. Me and Byron talk about it all the time. Byron put up the stat recently, which amazed me. Since
That's crazy.
2009, we've lost more man hours than any NFL team.
Well, the Jets got to be right up there with you. Seriously.
Well, the Jets and the visiting teams are getting in.
Yeah.
It's
That's
costing the NFL money. You got
Yeah.
stars out there.
Listen.
Let's go.
Hey, the Jets need their own
All
place.
right,
That's
here we
all
go.
I
We're
can
going to
say.
talk about your boy, Sam Darnold, and the Seahawks advanced to the Super Bowl with the thrilling 31-27 win over that game. Okay, Dolph, what do you think about that game? Because I got my mixed emotions.
I mean, it was a
I was the best third quarter I've ever seen.
agreed.
For three and some
I
change,
think
man.
personally, I'll say this. As a football fan, I'm putting my Dolphin fandom to the side. I'm talking as a football fan. As a football fan, it was definitely the better of the two games that was played on Sunday. I will say this: Sam Darnold shut up a lot of the haters. Finally, I mean, he finally got out of a situation. He went to the Jets. It seemed like when people play for the Jets, like that's like doomsday for a lot of players. And then once they leave there, they balloon and be better than what they are. I mean, that's no crack at the Jets, but that's just what it is. And
It's
that
true.
man
That's the
he went to
truth.
Minnesota, and then he went to Minnesota, played very well in Minnesota, and then he went to a Seattle team that was definitely.
He went to
San
Francisco. He went to San Francisco.
Man, my bad. San Fran.
Shanahan.
Look
San
at all the
Francisco,
coaches he
and
went
then-
under, man. He
yeah.
started getting back to the point that you
Yeah.
guys were making with Shador, right? Now, difference, he was the number one pick, except for, but he then left and went to coaches that know how to coach quarterbacks.
That's
Kevin
right.
O'Donnell's brilliant. Kyle Shanahan is brilliant. You know what I mean? Now, he went to Seahawks, and that coach is good, but their defense is incredible. But I will tell you that this is the best game I've ever seen him play, though. Does he have another one in him? Because he was lights out and going to get Matthew Stafford, and I'll go next. Byron?
It's how do you want to call it? This is redemption for this kid, Sam Darnold. When he went to the Jets, he was young. He was like 20 years old, like 20, 21 years old. He was really young when he got there. And he had the ghost thing and all the other crazy things that they really never surrounded him with a lot of great talent, and basically threw him to the side. Then he goes to Carolina, same thing. He's the in between quarterback. He gets to San Francisco, like you said, he gets with a coach that coached him up. He has talent. He got coached up when he went to San Francisco. When he went to the Minnesota Vikings, he got coached up some more. And now, the Seattle Seahawks have benefited, from him going to those two other organizations and fixing whatever issues that. As long as he doesn't, play outside of himself, he's going to succeed. As long as the pressure is not put on him, I have to make this throw. I have to do this. He doesn't have to do that. He's kind
How
of
with that defense?
No, he's kind of sort of a game manager. I'm not saying he's a game manager, but he has, it was a Njigba, that receiver.
Oh my God,
he's got a good tight.
That dude is money.
Yeah, he's got a good running game. He's got a good offensive line. He's surrounded with a whole lot of talent, and he doesn't have to be the guy with Seattle. Just do his job. 300 yards, win the game. That's all he needs to do. But this is a great redemption, for this kid. As far as getting kicked to the curb, and look where he's at now.
Dolph. So let's talk about the game because listen, that was a punt return game from losing. That was ridiculous. That guy missing that punt.
What would you have done?
Me? I would have rolled over and let the ball bounce.
Yeah,
I would not have touched that ball. I would have not touched the ball. My legs, and the punt before, he also fumbled. But he caught it back. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, once his legs got underneath him, there is no way you're catching that ball. If you don't catch that punt, Byron, look, I was a punt returner, right? Now, I'm not at these guys' level, and I don't care what division you play or not. The one thing that's consistent is the ability to catch a punt. Period. That is your ultimate job. There's nothing else. Whether you run it back or you're Devin Hester or whatever, it's just catch the ball. Once you stumble, I would have rolled over and got away. I would have let it bounce. That's what I would have done. I wouldn't have made the attempt to do the miraculous when you already fumbled before. That was terrible. That was terrible. That's just my opinion. That was terrible. And that's one. The second thing that I thought was really bad, and I want to ask you guys this. You're seeing this a lot.
They were bad all year, Victor. Their special teams for the Rams were terrible all year.
Well, then that's why they put that kid Kevin Williams in. But I want to ask you guys this question because this pisses me off.
Special teams coordinator too in December.
Good.
They fired him, right?
Let me ask you this question, right? I never understand this. It's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, and the next first down is 1st and goal. Why don't you just go for the first down? Why do so many teams want to put it in the end zone when there's no need to do that? Like, why? Like, there's no reason. They faked them out. They faked 9-man blitz, then jumped everyone back.
Are you talking about the Sean Payton?
I'm talking about
Sean Payton?
Yeah.
Oh, that was disgusting. That was terrible.
That was terrible. There was no reason to go for don't score.
Yes, kick the point. First of all,
kick the points. You got two choices.
I blame Sean Payton.
Get the points, or
that's right.
I don't understand it. You see it all the time.
Listen,
why go into the end zone? Get the first down.
Vic, listen. Sean Payton is a gambler, right? He outcoached himself on that play because I was saying no. Listen, first of all, the play call that he called was like a rollout, a waggle play. Like it didn't even materially. Like it was just a bad call for jump. And like if you're not going to hand the ball off for 2 yards, don't try to pass it for 3 because the Patriots were waiting for that play. It's like they knew what was coming. Like that, Sean Payton, he cost them. I'm just saying, Sean Payton cost his team 3 points. They lost by 3 points.
You see this all the time. Dolph, what are your thoughts? Well, why do these guys go for the points when you could just get a first down?
He had a young quarterback.
Go
ahead, Dolph.
You got a young quarterback, and it's an offensive league. That's the thing. It's an offensive league. He wanted to be greedy. He wanted to be. Yeah. He wanted more points than he thought he could get them. I would have went for the field goal personally. We might have been talking about a different outcome.
That's right.
But I think Sean, like my brother said, Sean Payton outcoached himself. I really believe that. And look what it cost him. It cost him a chance to go to the Super Bowl next week.
For a second time in 3-4 years? Byron, any thoughts on that?
Yep.
The usual crime occurred. Analytics. The analytics kicked in. That's exactly what that was.
I hate that word. You know they don't talk about that much.
Me too.
If he's a Bill Parcells disciple, you always take the points. Kick the field goal. You're up 10-0 with that defense, that's what you do. You gotta kick the ball, not do some, like Frog said, roll out and it was blown up from the beginning.
Yes.
Take the points. Take the points.
You know what hurts me too as a fan, especially for athletes like you, Byron, and Victor, that play the game, and you're sitting home on the couch and you're saying to yourself, help these young men out. Put the points on the board. They're tired. I can't even imagine that playing in Denver, how to breathe and everything. Put the damn points on the board and regroup. Go back to the sideline and we'll come back out here again. You had the quarterback you had playing is not ready for a rollout play.
He's on fire. He's 37 years old. He don't need to be rolling out. Unless he rolls out in a wheelchair.
I rather would have handed the ball off to my man, and if we would have came up short, I would have said at least that was the right call. But they tried to throw it, and that was stupid. And then they took the points. They didn't take the points. They could have had 3. They would have been up 10-7. Really 10-0, I think. And then, like, it's just a bad call all around for me. I didn't like it. That's all.
Dolph? Derek? Winters? All right, we'll move on. Patriots punch ticket to the 12th Super Bowl with a gritty 10-7 win over the Broncos in snowy Denver. I'm kind of glad they lost because I think if Sidwell goes against Darnold, Seahawks would crush the Broncos.
Yeah.
You guys there?
Yeah, but you know what?
Sorry
Bo
about
Nix
that.
didn't play. Like Bo Nix,
That's my
for
point.
me.
Bo Nix didn't play, so why? Like, I didn't even want. I'll be honest with you, I wanted Buffalo. Once Bo Nix got hurt, I wanted Buffalo in there.
I had Buffalo and the 49ers all the way, but that didn't happen. But listen,
I get killed on that too.
Yeah, New England, they played everybody. Look at who they played when they came out the gate. They played the quarterback for their first game. Was it the Texans? They played
Texans.
all right, Byron. We know that CJ was horrible. That he wasn't even CJ. He was terrible, right? Then they get to play Denver without their quarterback. So they're going into the Super Bowl against a Seattle quarterback. To me, can beat New England with this team. He couldn't beat them with the Jets. He saw ghosts. But you can best believe he's coming with the Seattle Seahawks. And I say, here's something else, guys. We're gonna bring in Marshawn Lynch for a one-day contract. We're gonna give him the ball at the 5. Anytime we get inside the 5-yard line, he's coming in the game.
No, wait a second. No, I'm gonna bring in Marshall Lynch, and then on the 2-yard line, but I'm gonna throw the ball.
Oh Lord.
That was the worst.
Hey, that's all I can say.
That's the worst play call in the history of the Super Bowl.
Yes.
The worst in football ever.
We know why that was called, folks. Do we really need to get into the demographics of why that play was called?
Hey, like I said, whenever, like, I don't like to use racism as something to balance sports out, but we all know who was sitting at that watching that Super Bowl that Marshawn Lynch was supposed to get the ball. There's no way that he was supposed to throw that ball. This not going to happen. What happens? He throws a pick. You can't draw this shit up. It's like I'm sorry.
Dude,
sorry,
you throw an inside call in a bunch formation.
Yeah.
Even if he didn't throw the pick, it bounces. Someone would have caught it. Like, that was the worst. I don't even want to get it. That was the worst.
I don't know if they want it like Russell Wilson. I don't know if he just wants to be a hero. I don't know if Pete Carroll didn't want Marshawn Lynch to have the ball because of the press conference thing. I don't know. But it was all I would have did was go in there, give the ball to him. I would have just turned around. Whoever called the play, I would have told them, I'm not running that play. I'm just going to turn around and hand it off to Marshawn Lynch. And then I would have dealt with the repercussions.
Checked off.
If he did that, that's terrible. That's the worst check down of all quarterbacks. Like, come on, give me a break.
Hey, Dolph, this is yours. Here you go. What do you think about your hire, Jeff Hadley, as head
Well,
coach?
Jeff Hafley, young guy, came from a what's the name? Back in the day, he was in a third Division III coach before he sat there and went to the University of Pitt. He was an assistant over there for a bit. Then he went to Boston College, was a head coach over there. Then he sat there and went to the league, and he went back to college, and now he was back with the Green Bay Packers. And I'm like this. I mean, he sounds like my worry is this, and I'll say this. He was the defensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers. He was the defensive coordinator that gave up 21 points to the Chicago Bears recently. You know, I mean, he was a beast when he had what's his name?
Micah Parsons.
The brother that he got from
Micah
Michael
Parsons.
Parsons. When Michael Parsons was on that team, they were beasts. When Parsons got injured, you could see that he couldn't do the same things that he was able to do when he did have him, and that defense lacked. I'm gonna give him. You know, I'll tell everybody this. I always give everybody a chance. You got to give a coach 2 years to get their plan in place. I'm looking forward to seeing what him and our GM is going to do. They're both from the same team, and I'm hoping to be in the same predicament as one of these two teams that's playing for the Super Bowl. Hopefully, in the next 3 to 4 years. But I mean, we got a lot of things to do.
Well, you still got an issue at quarterback, no?
Oh, please! We got $100 million. We got $100 million problem at quarterback, and that's going to be the $1 million question all through the offseason. What are they going to do with Tua? Like this, you can't get a bag of chips for Tua right now. You know, I'm sorry. Like nobody wants to take $100 million contract on because that's what he's still owed by us. So I think me personally, this is what I think they might do. They're going to probably make a trade with somebody, but they're going to have to eat a half or 3/4 of that contract, which means that's going to be about $75 million that's going to be against our cap. And that's a lot of money, and that means we're going to be handcuffed and not be able to sign other players that we're going to need. Because right now we have 30 players we have 30 free agents right now as we speak.
Interesting. Here we got this here. We got here. Eagles. Look at Fangio's going to retire. What's going on, Byron?
Oh,
That's another thing. Somebody just fish you with that one. He's not going anywhere.
No, I was gonna say, why would you retire? All right. Oh, see, I knew we had this on our show. We already talked about it, but that was ridiculous. Let's go. Ron Rivera interview with the Cardinals for head coach. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool.
I like Rivera.
Me too, man. He's a good coach, man. He's been through a lot too, man. The cancer.
I need at least one Latin guy as the head coach.
No, he was a good coach.
He's got the best job in the world, man. He's at the University of Cal. He's in charge of fundraising and all kinds of stuff, man. I wouldn't leave that, man, to go back to the NFL. Forget that.
yeah.
Unless it's a head coaching job, he got to take a head coaching job. You got to take that, BJ.
Dable becomes the Titans offensive coordinator. That's interesting. All right. But, you know, Frog, what you were saying about, like, some of the coaches and stuff, they're coaches that are better at their position than they are as head coaches. Look at Spags.
Right.
Spags is a phenomenal defensive coordinator.
Exactly.
He's a terrible head
Yes.
coach.
He didn't last long. Hey, here's a good one for you.
Wade
Mike,
Phillips,
how about,
same thing, right?
How about McDonald?
Yeah. Oh. Mike McDonald?
No, my man, I'm sorry. From the New England Patriots.
What about McDaniel?
McDaniel.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's a terrible head coach.
Terrible head coach, right?
Couldn't believe what he did in Denver.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys that are just better at like, you know, the defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator than they are head coaches, right?
Exactly.
You're better fit for that. You know, I'm looking forward to see Bieniemy back at Kansas City. Right?
Yeah, he's a new OC now with the
he came
Chiefs
back.
now.
He came back, and if they light it up, they can't keep talking. You know, it's not him, and they like him. You know, Let's go. Bills to make offensive coordinator Joe Brady their new head coach. Interesting. We'll see what happens. By the way, I call that about that guy being fired, the head coach. I said, look, you ain't got no reason. You got all the guys that were your nemesis out of the playoffs. There's no reason why you shouldn't be going through. And
but I don't think he should have been fired. That's just me.
Yeah, he needed to go. Dude.
I thought that was a bad fire. That was like a bad fire.
That was a good fire for me. I'm like, you gotta go. Everybody was moved out of the way. Think about it. The only time the Knicks made it to the NBA Finals was when Jordan retired.
No.
Yeah, during his run, he retired. We made it to the thing. We couldn't get past the ball.
We didn't make it. We got beat. We got we lost.
We lost to Houston in the NBA Finals, dude.
That was Jordan. Jordan was like, wasn't playing.
Jordan wasn't playing.
Jordan wasn't in for that year. He wasn't playing that year. And
Jordan
then when he came back,
That's the only reason we got
mid-season.
through.
They came back.
I don't want to talk about the Knicks
mid-season, but
right
then
now. Big.
I'm not a big. Here's my shit. That sends to replace Drake May in the Pro Bowl games.
Man, they didn't even bother with that Pro Bowl. Come on, man, really?
That's flag football, isn't it?
It's not the same anymore. It's not the same. It's not the same.
I didn't throw
Any
this up.
All-Star game.
I just throw this up. The producer threw this up, just so you know. I'm a year older, so it is what it is.
Oh, happy birthday, Vic. Mine was Sunday, brother. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy belated birthday, Vic.
Had a great week. Had a great weekend. It was really good. Well, gentlemen, thank you for coming on the show. Yes, sir.
When was your birthday, Vic?
Monday.
Mine was Sunday.
Oh shoot, we're Aquarius.
Happy belated birthday, happy Miami.
Appreciate you guys.
So you're Aquarius like me.
Thank you. Yes, Aquarius, man. We the best, dude. Sorry about any other signs.
Happy belated birthday, man. It's been a lot of birthdays in January this week. We had like 5 people right back to back. So, gentlemen, thank you for coming on your show. Hope you had a good time. You enjoyed it. We had a lot of stuff to talk about.
Thanks for having me, man.
You always welcome back. We always have a good time. We always have fun with the Jets too. So
don't go there.
By the way, Byron, is it true or not? He's the only Jet person that's ever come on our show.
Listen, can I share a real?
Am I missing something?
Can I share a Jet story?
Everybody else comes on, but Jets don't come on. Go ahead.
Can I share a Jet story with you guys real quick? Listen, and this is to my Miami guy too. Listen, I'm a diehard Jet.
I'm listening.
Right? Listen, that Sunday, Nick Mango passed away. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah. From Blazing Saddles.
Well, listen, it was, I watched the sports show in the morning with Rex Ryan.
No, that was the wrong guy. I know Mick Mango. Sorry.
Yeah, Nick Mango. Listen, that week Nick passed away. That's the same week my mom's passed. Like that whole, everything was a Jet, just all Jet. Just from that point on, Mango was the guy this year. And what did we do? We beat Cincinnati that week. So it was everything that came along with me loving my Jets in football, period. So I just wanted to share that.
Well, I'm happy to say, if I'm not mistaken, in 6 years, my condolences too, because I know how that goes. So sorry about that, but not making light of it though. I think if in 6 years, I think you're the only Jet fan that's ever come on the show.
Well, you guess what? You ain't gonna be able to get me off the show.
In 6 years,
now that you got me,
right, Dolph? We've had a lot.
You ain't gonna get rid of me, man.
Yes, you have.
Right?
Hey,
we always have Dolphins.
Since I heard my man from the Dolphins,
we have Washington guys on our show. We have them all. We don't have any Dallas. We had Dallas once. It was Mark.
Mark Carrillo.
Mark, we had Dallas on. We had 49ers. We had everybody except for another New York team, man. It's funny.
Hey, listen.
So now I'm gonna do shout outs to you and Richie Vargas.
Listen, hold on.
I'm always shouting out to Richie. So now
I'm sick and tired.
This is my boy Froggy.
I'm sick and tired of playing in the same stadium. It's like we got to get our own stadium. I'm tired of being your little brother. You and Byron, you New York Giants, I don't like you guys. Get your shit out of my room. Get your stuff out of my room. Get out of here. Like, I'm tired of it.
Dolph,
we're never going to be Jets.
To give you a little bit of light, we're all from the same town. And we come from like a 4 square mile town.
Oh, okay, cool.
From the same hometown. Like we went to high school together, all of us, right?
Yeah.
We're different ages and stuff, but
nice.
we went to, I played with Friday.
Me and Byron was in the same classroom. Like we were in the same class in high school. Me and Byron.
So we all, and it's a 4 square mile, but with like 70,000 people. So it's like a lot. It's like little houses, little boxes.
Yeah.
But one
little
right
city.
next to, in fact, listen to for a 4 square mile town, we had 2 project buildings.
We had more than that. We had 4 or 5
buildings. We had buildings. I didn't count Delaney and Dunlap because
why not? Why not?
Well, because they're not buildings. You can call
they are buildings. They're built out of bricks, Victor. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
hey,
like
Victor, that's the thing I gotta tell you.
They're 2 stories.
You lived in a house, man. Don't try to come to the building with the bricks side, man. Look at this. You see this? You see this? You see this? This is what it's all about, man.
What did you say?
I love you, boy. I love you, man.
I love you too, bro. But I don't know, Byron. Would you
have a good night, guys.
Projects, I guess. But to me, I remember my family came from the Bronx. That was project buildings. You know what I mean? To me, the Stockton, they were buildings. They were like, you know what? 8, 10 stories with 10 apartments on each floor. I mean, it was rough getting up, rough getting down.
Yeah. Like Stockton Street, Huntington.
Delaney. You can't jump out the window to Stockton and Brighton.
Yeah. Well, listen, you wasn't gonna jump out of the windows from Huntington to Stockton. They were gonna throw you out of them.
Well, either case, you had a problem. You got thrown out of Delaney and Dunlap. You could at least break something. You know what I mean? You could land.
Listen, you're gonna jump out of the window in Delaney. You're gonna jump out of the window. But in Stockton building, Huntington building, they're gonna throw you out of the window.
Yeah. You ain't jumping. No.
And
they had those windows that only opened this way. Remember, they didn't even open like fully.
Hey, and before we go, Vic, I want to give a mad shout out to Luther Thomas, Donnie.
Thomas, yes.
Byron played football. I believe Byron played football with him. If I'm not mistaken, he passed away, and I just wanted to show some love to him. And
blessings to him and his family. Yeah, we're always shouting out to him. I think we did that last time, right? Byron posted it.
Yesterday at the funeral. A lot of Amboy people out there. A lot of them showed up.
I bet.
So
much
anyhow,
love.
that was the story, Dolph. So now you know there's a whole bunch of us. We usually get together. There's at least 100 plus.
Hey, the last time I was on here, we was for Mo. We did that tribute you guys did for Mo.
Hello?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, gentlemen, you're always welcome in. Don't forget Jersey Boy Sports Chat. Like our show. Please send it out. Send the links out. Tell people to catch up. You can catch up on some more pieces. You gentlemen are always welcome back as guests. We always appreciate guests and bringing knowledge. You guys bring knowledge. Sometimes people come and we got to be careful because you got to know the game. But gentlemen, thank you so much. Byron, as always, you're the Iron Man of Jersey Boy Sportscast. Byron has never missed a show in 6 years. I travel. I get replaced in 6 years.
All right.
Hey, Byron, keep it up.
He's the Iron Man of the Jersey Boy Sports Side.
Hey, keep it going, BJ. Keep it going.
Yes, sir.
All right, Dan, we're going to peace out. All right, God bless you. Bless your
I love you guys. Nice meeting you, Miami.
Peace, man.
Peace, man.
Nice meeting you, Funky. Take it easy, Uncle.
All right. See you soon.
All right, God bless. Yeah, it's warm. It's warm down here, baby.